Okay, saluting all dear viewers out there. This is Kibera News Network, and my name is Joseph Gathecha. This morning we have Yassin Ibrahin, aspiring Member of Parliament in Kibra constituency. Welcome, Mr. Ibrahim.
Okay, thank you so very much. Yeah.
So, why did you venture into politics?
Well, there are vast reasons why I actually ventured into politics. First, having recognized that I originated from Kibra constituency, or Kibra, formerly Langata constituency, and having actually analyzed the problem that we're experiencing as the indigenous and the members of various communities who are in Kibra. That's the reason why made me to venture into the politics, especially in issue of security, education, healthy facilities and health services, and employment.
Okay, then why with UPK and not with ODM, which is perceived to be common in this region?
Well, actually, I can say the reason is an ancient reason. For the people sometimes seeing the power of the party, but not the power of the individual and the capacity of that particular individual in the politics. What matters in all the political parties are the policies of that party, and the individual who are administering the policy of that particular party, not the party on its own that can take somebody anywhere. What we observe distinctively on the merits is the policy and the individual who is administering the political party as far as the political parties are concerned.
Okay. So what's your educational background?
Well, my educational background, I am holding Bachelor of Law degree.
What will be your job if you're elected?
And if I'm to elected, having observed and actually discovered the shortcoming of the administration from the predecessors, the previous leaders, I am going to take that responsibility once given the consent by the people. In other words, when they vote me in the Parliament of the Republic of Kenya, I'm going to shape the life of the people in collaboration with the committee themselves, especially on matters pertaining to healthy. Healthy is a priority in my aspirancy, because without healthy, nothing absolutely can be done within any community in any part of the world. If you are healthy, you can go to education. If you are healthy, you can make development. If you are healthy, you can be employed. If you are healthy, you can do whatever you wish to do within the jurisdiction of the law.
So what are you planning to do on that field?
Once I am given consent by the public, regardless to the tribe, regardless to the numbers, when they allow me to have that mandate by 2013, on the 4th, 2013, then I'm going to put mechanism on how to unite the Kenyan or to unite the Kibrian, which we have more than 43 community within this jurisdiction. What I'm going to do after the unity, I'm going to put mechanism on educating them to have awareness of importance of security within the given area, to collaborate with the police, to collaborate with any other organization that are looking forward to champion the peace within the area of the Kibra. Secondly, I will also engage the scholars, the professional, in terms of healthy and whatever, to put in place a mechanism that will help to foster healthy facility and to have sufficient instrument and medical for the treatment of our people within Kibra. Thirdly, I will also put in place mechanism to ensure there are increased number of institutions within Kibra. I remember very well when I was born, we had Kibra Primary School. That was since the colonial era up to the Exodus. But in the few schools that came in later in 70s, end of the 70s, like Toy Primary School and Olympic Primary School, later Olympic Secondary School. But then it has not actually catered for the population, for the rapid increase of the population within the inhabitant of the Kibra.
So currently you can say, because if your first mandate is health.
Health is very important.
What can you say about the current situation?
The situation actually is worse, extremely worse. Right now, as I say, if you go and pop in to DC where we have a clinic, not even a hospital, catering for the children and mothers and others. There are lack of facility and there are lack of medical attention and there are lack of medicine in that place. So the population is above more than even 200 people residing here, moving in and out. So we lack, the situation is very bad. So we lack proper facility to cater our people. We are only catered slightly by the organization that are there, like Chem and others. These are organizations actually dedicated to help the civilian of the Kibra area. But then if I'll be in place, I'll make sure there are hospitals that can be dependable to the population that are contained in Kibra constituency.
Okay, so what can you say the current or the outgoing member of parliament has done right, and what do you think he hasn't done right?
Well, in terms of, I cannot speak much on his behalf, but on my own observation, I say there are a lot of shortcomings. As a leader of a parliament, regardless to the position you hold in the government, once you're elected by the people, you have that respect to deliver to that particular people. When we talk of politics, politics is about handling the demand of the people. And handling demand may transform politics into violence and chaos. I can say that he did not handle well the issue of healthy. That is facts. And it will be very shameful because he held a portfolio of premier. He is a prime minister and he came from this constituency. He led us for the last 20 years. But in the healthy situation, actually it's like a taboo having that healthy situation, healthy facility in our area. Therefore, I can say that what he did, absolutely nothing much other than actually having the clinic in place and people voluntarily building their own hospitals and clinic through NGOs.
And what would you say about the slum situation in the whole country?
Slum are brought by the people, population, and we cannot elude from the slum. For instance, earlier in history, the region of Kibra, or the area of Kibra, were predominantly Nubians. But then as the time goes on, the capital city became Nairobi later, when it was proposed after Machakos. Then people were coming to the city looking for better job. On coming looking for jobs, since it is the headquarters of a country, people found that Kibra was the only simplest way to live in terms of paying the rent. So they were able to shift and get accommodated there. But because of the situation economically and politically and socially drastically changed, then it became a cosmopolitan area that can accommodate each and every individual. Hence, everyone in Kibra has a right like any other person to have an equal treatment, equal services, and equal employment.
So when did you end up in Kibera? Were you born here?
Well, I was born in Kibra and I found myself in Kibra.
Okay, so you just happened to know the history of Kibra.
Yeah, I know very well the history of Kibra.
Okay, is it possible to end tribalism in Kenya in Kibra as a whole?
It's not easy as such unless we accept as an individual from various tribes to work together in unity purposes to end tribalism. To curb tribalism sometimes is very difficult. And right now, as I'm saying, the politics in the area is more of a tribal than to choose or to elect a person who is going to deliver before the mass of Kibra.
And how about the current political situation?
Well, the current political situation is very tense on my own opinion and observation of the same. Why I'm saying so, already you can hear a lot of rumors within other political parties who are going for the nomination. They are not working in a very peaceful way. They are having conflicts of word, other than giving the policy to the people, for the people to decide whom they refer or prefer to be candidates in 2013 general election. And also what I've realized with this scenario is a bribery. You cannot bribe all the voters in Kibra or in Kenya. It's very expensive. But they are using some hooligans who either are not registered voter to cause havoc, or others to destroy, to damage the other. So I'm saying also bribery has contributed a lot. And the bribery of 50 shilling, 100 shilling is just like a tomato in the market. They change your brain within 2 seconds, and then they punish you for the rest of the 5 years, when absolutely you have gained nothing.
And do you think these elections will be free and fair?
Well, I can say it will if people will accept to be. It depends on within ourselves to make sure the election is peaceful and in tranquility. But if we deny that chance, then we may find ourselves into a situation whereby there is a lot of chaos, there are damages and whatever. But I pray the first trial for the peaceful election will depend on the outcome or the impact of the nomination process. If nomination process will be done in a very peaceful way, then it will reflect to the general election.
Okay, now very quickly, because our time is running out, do you think you have the money to finance your campaigns?
Well, I cannot say I have money, but I have money. Not much as sometimes people might think. The money I have, it is to arrange to deliver the policy to the people so that I can achieve my goal. But vis-a-vis that, I don't have the money to bribe, to cause havoc and violence, or maybe to give people intoxication so that they can destroy the community. And I'm also urging that we should refrain from that bribery, because people think that when you have money, you are a good deliverance. You can do a good deliverance. But then I say when you have money, you may again sometimes become a destructive element within the community. So we should utilize the smaller resources we have for the ward reps, because we have also ward rep in the UPK, and for the MPs, we should utilize our resources, and we should not use as a tool to fight the others in terms of destruction.
So what's your promise to the people?
My promise, if they give the consent to administer the affair of the newly formed constituency of Kibra, I'm going to deliver. And my agenda is ACD. A stands for AFIA and the institution of AFIA. ACD, A stands for security, E stands for education, D stands for development, E stands for employment. ACD. I will deliver for them as far as the law will allow me to do so, within the resources of the government and within my own opinion, and creating a lot of job opportunity through inviting more NGOs in my area.
Okay. And now, what is your message of peace to the nation?
My message...
You can face the camera and tell the nation your message of peace. Just face the camera.
My message to the people of Kibra: we should refrain from violence. It's a high time now to unite and to preach peace. We should vote wisely, not because of bribery, not because of particular color of a particular person, not because of the tribe, not because of the popularity of the party. We have to vote because of the policy, and therefore call upon the youth to unite together, not to give way for distraction to penetrate within themselves. And also generally in the whole nation, as we are going for the nomination processes, for those parties who are going for nomination, we should conduct our nomination in a transparent way. And we should also seek further guidance and assistance from IEBC so that we can move in a very good way. And we should also establish the polling station, other stations that we are going to carry the nomination should be distinctively identified before our political aspirants and the member of the public who are going to vote for the nomination. I call for the Kenyan to refrain from tribalism, regionalism, religionism, racialism. We should unite together and choose the better leader, and whoever chosen by the people to serve them, then we should unite regardless to our party in respective position that will be chosen. And we should understand that Kenyans are no longer ignorant. They are really watching you very well. They are intelligent, very creative, and you will answer to the Kenyan for what you really promised and you never delivered. Thank you. Thank you for listening.
So thank you so much, Mr. Moshinio. So do you think you have any final words or any other thing you may wish to add?
We should accept that there is a problem, and we should work together to the little we have to share as people of one nation and one area.
Okay, thank you so much. That was Yassin Ibrahin, an aspirant of the Kibra constituency.